All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's the one and only Terry D, the motivational speaker and foreign exchange day trader. So I told my team I was going to explain how I caught those pips on USD CAD. And honestly, guys, whenever the market is moving, so what typically happens is, let me see. Let me try to show you guys something. Let's see if it moves. Let's see if it moves. Okay. Now, let's sit and watch the M1, okay? Now, looking at the M1 right now, I don't know why it looks like it's moving slow. So, let me see. This might be a bad example. Okay, you see how this dropped like that, right? Now, watch here in the next couple seconds, it's going to shoot back up. You see that? And then look, it's kind of stagnant right there. Can't make his mind up. Can't make his mind up. And let's see what it does. Let's see if it drops or go back up. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. 5 seconds left. Let's see. Yep, it just changed candlesticks. Okay, watch. You see how it drops like that? Right? You see that? Okay, now it's showing the wick. Now it doesn't know what it wants to do. Now let's see if it continues to go up or down. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Okay, you see it's trying to go up, but now it's going down. So I know you guys are wondering why I'm showing you this, because obviously I couldn't record it live when I took my trade earlier. But typically what I do, if you're looking at the M1 as an example, you see how it just spiked up and then kind of retested back down. So I call that a peak. So the candlestick typically jumps up and hit its peak, and then the wick will show, and then it comes back down just like it did. Okay, so that's just peak right there. So if you was gonna get in on this trade, you should have caught it when it hit its peak. Or sorry, actually, if you was gonna get in this trade, you should have caught it as it started. Then once it hit its peak, you take your profits. That's typically what I do. Okay, let's watch it again. You see, up, hit its peak right there, right? Let's see if it's done. Let's see if it's done. Let's see if it's done. 50 seconds left. Oh, 43 seconds. Okay, the wick is showing. So it just hit its peak. So hopefully you guys are understanding what I mean by this. Let me go to my H4 chart. So going back to the H4. So what I did was on the H4 chart, I don't know why my chart didn't save on. I had this drawn out. So what I did was I came actually over to the H1. Okay. And see this red candlestick here, it literally drops. You see where the wick is at? It dropped to the wick and retested. And then it was stagnant to where it's at right now. Okay. So whenever you're trading in these markets, I recommend that if you're going to take profit when it peaks. Okay. Like I said, obviously I couldn't do it live because I was in and out on it. But if you want to reference points, just watch, guys. You see how it peaks up and it comes down. I know the M1 it goes a lot quicker than the H4, the H1, or the M15 even. But I just want you guys to understand that the market always has its peaks, right? Let me see if I can show you an example on these. So, okay, you see how on the M15 it had a peak. So it came down here, right? And then the next candlestick would have been considered a confirmation candle, and it roared down, right? And you see how the wick came out a little bit? So it retested, and then the next candlestick, it kind of tried to go up, but this would technically be a stagnant move right here. And then as you guys can tell, it potentially probably tried to shoot up, but the wicks was showing out, right? And then here, and this is probably a really bad example, but I'm trying to get you guys to understand the peak. So every time you trade, the market has a peak, okay? So, man, I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Hold on, let me see. And I think it's a better example whenever it's happening live. So I'm gonna try to catch it on a live one of these videos. But okay, let's do this one. Okay, I think I've seen. Okay, so for example, you see how this is coming up, and then it comes down. So on the H1 or the H4 when this happens. Let me see if I can find one on H1. Let me see. Okay, here we go. On the H1, you see how it hit its peak here? And mind you, this is on the H1. So on the H1 chart, you have an hour for the market to kind of decide what it's going to do. So if I was trading this and I really didn't have a great confirmation or idea on what the market was doing, let's just say it's actually like a W. So let's just say it's been stacked in here, and then you finally see a big green candlestick to shoot up. And as it shoots up, you see how the wick came out? Then it retested back down. I would have got out at the top when I seen that wick pointing its head out, okay? And that's considered the peak, okay? Just trying to see, can I find any more examples? So here, okay, example. See this little baby candlestick here? And then it dropped all the way down, right? And I'm sure, guys, once this drops, it dropped fast, right? So it was like boom, 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 boom. And then bam, that wick picked itself out, picked its head out, and then I would have took my profit right about here, okay? Because on the H1 chart, you have a whole hour for the candlestick to actually play out. So potentially, I would say my secret is whenever the big candlestick happens like this, I always catch it at its peak. Meaning once you see the big long candlestick hit the top and that wick points its head out, take your profit, okay? Some people would say, oh, this is dangerous. You should just let itself play itself out or whatever the case may be, which is true. But I've been trading for 10 months, almost 11 months now, and I have learned that the way the market's been here lately, once you see a peak like this on this candlestick here, you take your money and wait for the next confirmation or wait for the next entry. Because if you don't, you will pay for it. And you will be beating yourself up saying, man, I was at like $100 hoping that it was going to go to 200. Now I'm back at 20. Okay. So hopefully that you guys kind of understand that. If you want me to go try to find something in better details, just reach out to me. I'm going to try to catch this live whenever I'm doing it so you guys can see it. But other than that, I just wanted to explain to you guys what I mean when it peaks up. Like I said, when it peaks up, the candles or the wick peek its head out, and you take your profit at the top of that wick, and then you just wait for another entry. And that's what I mean when I say catch it at its peak. Okay. So hopefully this video was very helpful for you. If you would like more videos like this, just keep asking or post in the comments or the description box. I will be leaving a phone number that you can text so you can join a team and make moves like this. Other than that, see y'all in another video. This is the one and only Terry D. And like I always say, if you put God first, everything will work itself out. Peace.